family, to another show. Today I have one of my favorite guests in the building. My mom loves her. Everybody loves her. Everybody asks me when I'm going to have Dee back on the show. I'm going to welcome Dee to the show. What up, Dee?
Hey, what's up, everybody? BMT.
Yeah, we in the building. So how's everything been going with you, Dee?
I'm doing pretty good. Trying to get over this little hangover today. But I'll survive.
Yeah,
it was
so
a good
tell us
weekend.
about the because it was a holiday this weekend, right? Was Festival of Flowers? Was that last weekend or this weekend?
It was this week.
Uh-huh.
The whole Festival of Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Monday was a holiday last week.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So, yeah.
you know, everybody was out this weekend. Carnivals, events, all types of things. You know, it was popping. It was popping out here in Medellin. Hey.
Let me ask you this: how many holidays does Colombia have? Because they have a lot of holidays. They be like, the office gonna be closed today. I'll be like, why? Holiday? I'm like, again?
Yes. Yeah, we got about what? I want to say about 16 to 18 holidays a year.
Mm-hmm.
We're one of the countries with the most holidays in the year, like next to India. Those 3-day weekends come in clutch though. Sometimes I need that Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly they're like religious holidays. I want to say they're like religious holidays. They're based on Catholicism, on Catholic religion.
Okay.
So most of those, I want to say about half of those holidays are religious, but no one goes to church that day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, no one goes to church that day.
And I saw like they have like the flowers. They do that in Cali too, or just like a Medellin?
That's a Medellin thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Festival of Flowers is specifically for Medellin?
It's specifically for Medellin. It usually is during this time in August. Around this time in Cali, we have the Black Music Festival, the Afro-Pacific Festival / contest. So contest is it's a 5-day event. It's a competition between Afro-Pacific groups in different categories. It's usually like 3 or 4 categories: freestyle, marimba, which is a wooden xylophone, and the wood is brought from the Pacific Ocean or from the Pacific coast of Colombia. They only use that certain type of wood to make these wooden xylophones, to make this ancestral music.
Okay.
And it's amazing. It's a free event. They didn't do it this year. I don't even think they did it online this year. I didn't hear anything about it this year.
Because of COVID?
Yeah, because of COVID. They did it last year online. I don't know if they did it this year though. Yeah, I just came out here to do ferias, and I didn't even go to any of the events. I was in my own events.
Oh, nice.
Right.
So how'd your Spanish classes come along? You teach Spanish.
I teach Spanish and English, y'all. You know, if your kids are doing bad in English and they need some help in tutoring because they're behind with writing or whatever, I can help them out too. But I also teach Spanish. You know, the pandemic hit last year, so a lot of my tourists were like, hey, why don't you just give me Spanish class? And I've been surviving like that for now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, give us like a little background about yourself or how you what is it, bilingual? You speak
I'm
a few
bilingual,
languages?
yes. Okay. All right, so y'all, I'm Dee. Born in Colombia, grew up in the U.S. for many, many years. I teach Spanish and English, and I do tours in Cali, Colombia. I haven't really been doing a lot of tours because I've been out here in Medellin. And right now, people are slowly but surely coming back to Cali. A lot of people like Cali if you're low key. Like if you want to be out there on the scene and stuff, come to Medellin. But if you want to be low key and just want to have like a low key time, come to Cali. It's more affordable than Medellin. I know that.
See, I heard that Cali was a little expensive.
What? Who said that? Anytime I leave Cali, I feel like I waste more money.
So like Airbnb is reasonable out there to stay?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say it's reasonable depending on the side of town that you're on.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I spend more money on transportation here than I do in Cali. Most definitely.
Temptation here is cheap, so yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, going the distance, if you're going certain distances, then yeah, I would say it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
So you do tours in Cali. Can you give us like an example of not necessarily location, but like what's the tour set up like?
Well, okay, it's usually about a 3 to 5 hour walking tour that I do. We go to different emblematic spots of the city. I'm starting to create another type of tour that's more focused on Afro-Colombian things.
Okay.
So I've been talking to some friends, and I'm going to curate something different. But a lot of people love to go to the Christ. You know, we got a big Christ on the hill. People love taking a picture up there. If you come to Cali and you didn't take the picture there, you did not come to Cali. Same thing with the cat. There's a big pimping cat at the cat park. He's huge. El Gato de Tejado, that's his name. It's a huge, like, bronze cat. And behind him, there's a bunch of other cats. But it's girls. And each cat has a different story of trying to attract the big cat. But it's really cool. There are different artists sculpted these cats and everything. Lots of people go and take pictures there as well. I take you to the farmer's market, which is a whole experience. You get to see like different types of exotic fruits. You can taste them as well. There's food to eat there. I'm a huge seafood fan, so you can get seafood over there. Afro-Colombian style food. Usually fried fish. Kind of like in Cartagena, you get the fried snapper with the tostones and rice and salad and stuff like that. It just has a different type of flavor from the costeño or Atlantic Coast type of flavors.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's more flavorful.
So Cali food is a little different than Medellin food.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
A lot of people say Medellin food is bland. I'm not gonna hate on the food. I've eaten at certain places and they're really good. Like they have a lot of flavor and stuff. But of course, if black people are in the kitchen, then we know the food's gonna be good. That's just what it is. In Cali, we have influences from the Spaniards, from black people that were brought over, the slaves and stuff like that, and also our indigenous people that were already in the area. So all that mixed together to have flavorful foods. We have lots of like rice dishes, similar to like paella, like Spanish paella. We have a lot of seafood dishes as well. We love fried food, I'm not going to lie. We have like a lot of good street food as well. I haven't really had Medellin street food like that. I feel like it's just arepas and chorizos. And we got more than that. I mean, I know they got empanadas here as well, but I don't know where to get good empanadas here. I know where to get them in Cali. You said the empanadas from across the street were good.
They're decent. They're pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty good.
All right.
that is like one of the, I'm not going to say a complaint, but the food here is definitely, you kind of would miss home. In America, we have every option, especially me being from the South.
Right. Oh my God, yes.
Like, all our food is just seasoned to the core.
Exactly.
To the bone, it's seasoned up. So
I grew up in Houston, so.
Oh, you already know.
I grew up on collard greens and mustard greens and ham hocks and all that good stuff.
So at what age did you go to America?
Oh man, my parents took me over there when I was like 8 months old.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I was a baby, so.
So you learned your Spanish in America, basically.
I learned my Spanish at home, with my parents. My mom always made me read Spanish books when I was a kid. I've always loved reading.
Would you suggest that for your students?
Oh, yeah.
Like watching cartoons is good.
Most definitely, and if you could try to pick up a book, read something basic in Spanish, that should try to help you out. One tip about learning Spanish is learn the sounds of the alphabet.
Yes.
If you learn every sound to the alphabet, especially the vowels, then all you gotta do is read, because all you're doing is putting sounds together. That's what you're doing. Spanish is a vowel-based language, so
y'all pronounce every word
and every sound. You know what I mean? Like if I say atrevido, Atrevido. Okay, that's 3 syllables. Atrevido. 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 That's it. Atrevido. You hear every sound. Atrevido.
Let me ask you this: like, it's a few English speakers out here in Medellin, especially in the Poblado area.
Of
you
course.
definitely run into people that
Are selling
Spanish.
things and stuff like that.
I mean, even if we go to like a little random bar, we was in a little bar and it was like, y'all all speak English? Like, how is
Right.
it possible? Is it like that in Cali too, or is it just all Spanish?
Oh, Cali is a lot more Spanish. You're starting to hear a lot more people speak English though. You're starting to hear, but it's way more. You can see it a lot more out here because there's more tourists here. The same in Cartagena, you hear people speaking English because they know that they have to do that for tourism. Cali is not really big on the map of tourism. People usually skip over it. But it's one of the cities with the largest black population in the country. And with the second largest population in South America. But I guess Brazil, Brazil has the biggest black population.
Cali has that big of a black population?
Yeah, we have the biggest black population in the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We do.
Nice.
We have the largest black population.
Now, let me ask you this. Has Cali calmed down a little bit since from the protests, or is it still kind of popping off out there?
We've calmed down. They actually, I think this weekend they started testing to like close things at 3 a.m. Because they were closing at 1 a.m. But, that hurts businesses. So now they're like, okay, 3 a.m. I'm like, 3, you might as well went to 4. But I mean, after 3, you can go to these other little spots that close really late, like at 5, 6 in the morning. Like out here, you go to like Itagüí. Like I went to some place they took me to 7. They open like at 2 a.m.
You went to 7?
Yes. You been there?
No, I haven't been to 7.
Yeah, I went to 7. It was dope. I liked it.
I was like, you been to 7? Oh,
Yeah, it was cool. Like the DJ was cool. He was all vibes. He played a lot of good music that I like. The person that took me there knew that I would like it because of the music. They played like dancehall and reggaeton and stuff. It was really dope. I liked it.
I went to 7 with the crew from Dune Su Madre one time.
Really?
Yeah. We
Okay.
partied
I
like
think he told me.
5, 6 in the morning, man.
I was with them too.
Oh, you went with them too?
Yes. And by the time I left out of there, the sun was out. I was like, oh, damn, I haven't been out this late in a while. I was like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, the last time I was at 7, the police shut it down for some reason.
It was just time to go.
Yeah.
Like, that day they came as well. And I was
so
it's time to go. I was like, it's time to go. Let's go, y'all. Some girls are trying to like take me home. Somebody, if he ain't gonna take you home, we'll take you home.
That's the one thing I love about, I'm not even say Colombians, but South Americans, Venezuelans. Like when it gets late, they all like, yeah, come to my house.
Nah, but them girls was like on it. Like I don't know what was wrong with them, and they were like,
oh, they was trying to get you to go home for a different reason.
Yeah, exactly. But and they was like on it, and the taxi driver was like, yo, you need to be careful. That chick has like a big old knife, and I was like, what? And I was
so
like,
you think it was like more of a crime type of thing?
Yeah, like they were trying to like steal from people or something like that. So I hopped in the taxi. I was like, yo, let's go. And my other homeboy was looking crazy. Shout out to Julius. He was looking crazy. I was like, Julius, come here. Let me drop you off. Because he was in Poblado too. So I was like, yo, let me go drop you off. Let me not leave you over here randomly looking for a taxi. Just ride out with us.
Let's talk about that a minute as far as safety in Colombia.
Right.
Medellin, Cali. We hear a lot of stories of guys getting drugged, robbed.
Paseo Millonario.
Then you have a lot of like just straight up robberies, outside where you leaving the ATM and stuff.
Right.
Do you have any suggestions on how tourists can stay safe in Colombia?
Well, first of all, you got to be aware of your surroundings.
I say that all the time.
First of all.
I say that all the time.
Always peep the scene. Do not get caught slipping.
Cause they size you up quick out here, man.
Real quick, and you won't even know it. You won't even know they're watching you. So you got to be careful when you go to the ATM. Always look around before you go in. And before you come out, put your money away somewhere where you don't think they're going to find it. Stick it in your shoe or something like that. If you feel like you're in an area where something might happen to you. I don't know.
That's funny you said that because when we was in Central, my guy started pulling money out of shoes. I'm like, why you tell me to put my money in my shoes?
Yeah,
like,
you got to
we
be.
went to some little spot where all the, I don't know if you know where this is at in Central, but it's like all the electronics.
Okay.
It's nothing but electronics and sneakers in the mall.
Okay.
I mean, well, I don't know if you want to call it a mall, but he was saying
It's like a strip mall.
Yeah, it's like a strip mall, right? And you could tell, like, I mean, I didn't feel like, you know, like it was super dangerous. The way he was moving was making me feel like it was dangerous.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, but he's just looking around everywhere, like quickly.
Yeah.
You know, always putting your back to the walls.
Right.
Behind you.
Exactly.
So yeah, most definitely.
Don't wear a backpack if you're going downtown. You know, the less things you wear, the better. Don't be out here flossing no chains and stuff like that. We're not used to that here.
Millions of times I've told guys, they still do it though.
I'm not gonna lie, Colombians love gold, but we're not flashy because we know better. Anything could happen. Someone might pull up on you with a gun or a knife and snatch it up off you.
With the quickness. I've seen it happen right in front of me.
Look, just jump.
And a little rope.
Right.
A little chain.
Right. Because it could be copper. Like, but they won't know until they go and take it in and try to exchange it for something. Another thing is, all right, no judgment. We love to get messed up. I understand that. We come out here, Medellin is like Las Vegas. Lots of women. Guys want to spend money. Some don't. Okay, I understand that. We want to get lit. But y'all got to be careful. Especially if y'all, I'm not trying to promote drug use or anything, but some of us out here like to experiment, right? Y'all got to be careful. Especially if you haven't tried something before. Be out here trying to try that pink powder stuff. Y'all got to be careful, okay?
I see it all the time. You see guys when they come out of the club stumbling, I be like,
oh, I'm in Colombia. I want to try that white girl. Okay, well, y'all got to be careful. And be prepared for what's going to happen.
I remember I jumped into the wrong Uber a couple of days
ago. Oh, wow.
Right? Because guy was like, hey, come on. I was like, okay, it's my Uber right here. So I hop in the car. He pulls out some what you call it, cocaine, right?
Right,
cocaine.
some white girl.
I'm like, what is this? He was like, yo, this is the cocaine you ordered.
What?
Oh, bro, wrong car, right? But he was like so cool. He was like, oh, okay. Well, you need some weed? I got weed.
Oh, my God.
I'm in the wrong car. I get out the car and I see another little European coming down the steps. I'm like, I think this is a car right here.
Right. Oh, wow, man. Yeah, y'all got to be careful, man. I'm not saying don't do what you're going to do, but do it in small amounts just so you test it out and be around people that you trust. Watch your drinks.
Watch your drinks.
Watch your drinks when you're at the club. Please watch your drinks.
Say that one more time. Hold on. Let me put you a close-up on you. Say that one more time.
Please watch your drinks, okay? Don't let other people pour your drinks. I'm not that type. I like to pour my own drinks. Me pongo la 10. I will put the 10 on, as we say in Colombia. Putting the 10 on means, it's a football term. Number 10 is usually the captain on the football team. Or soccer team, as y'all say. Okay. I don't call it soccer, I call it football. La 10, or the whoever wears number 10 is usually the captain. So when you put on the 10, means you're about to serve everybody drinks. Okay. You know, people be like, oh, póngase la 10. Go ahead, D. Póngase la 10. You know, put the 10 on, serve everybody their drinks. Okay. Be around trustworthy people or people that you think you can trust. Watch people's moves. I'm not saying be paranoid, but be a little paranoid at least. Don't be too gullible. Do not be too gullible. I'm not saying don't be friendly, but don't be too gullible or convinced that
this beautiful woman is in love with you.
Yes, this beautiful woman is in love with you and intrigued with you, or people just in general. Like, oh yeah, he cool. All right, yeah, but you still gotta, you know. Time will tell.
The story about the guy from Belgium who met a girl off Tinder. They went out, slept together, and she wanted to invite him to her mom, to meet her mom. They go to the Bayo, I think, or the Barrio.
Yeah, Bayo.
And two guys come on both sides of the back seat, take him to an abandoned building drug him, beat him up, torture him a little bit,
What?
take all his money, and they like flew back to Spain or something like that.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
But they found him and stuff.
Yeah, they found him and everything. But
she set him up.
She set him up.
Oh wow, how horrible.
I think they got him for a lot of money.
Wow.
Because they went into his accounts and everything, drawing money, transferring.
They probably gave him scopolamine.
Oh, they definitely scopolamine. They tied him up and everything.
Y'all be careful, man. You know, I know y'all like to go out and have fun and be around the chicas and you know, make it rain or whatever. But
I'll be at the house.
I'm not saying don't go out and have fun. Just, you know, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's going on. I'm not saying don't get lit. Just be aware of what's going on in your surroundings, because you never know what can happen.
You know, one of my guys in the group was like, Colombia is the only country you can go to get drugged and robbed and still want to come back.
I mean, hey, it happens, right? It can happen. Oh, man, it's just crazy.
Most definitely. Well, let's give us a quick little commercial break. I want to give a special shout out to my guest, D. And
shout out to your mom.
Oh, shout out to my mom.
Hey, Mom.
And also the Ella Louise Cigars, guys. Make sure you check out Ella Louise Cigars. You see the sign in the background right behind D. You did a really good episode interviewing them brothers as well. So make sure you check out their website. The link is in the description. We'll be right back. Ella Louise, Ella Louise, Ella Louise, I love you. Ella Louise, Ella Louise, I love you. Ella Louise.
I broke a man's heart, never thought it could happen to me. I broke a man's heart, but never thought it could happen to me. I've met the wrong woman and I'm just as unhappy as I can be.